Step into the flames, gotta face my fears. Burning hot, but I won't shed no tears. Every step I take, I'm feeling higher. Walking through the fire, I'm on fire. Burning bridges, blazing through the night, no fear. I'ma shine like a star so bright. The heat is on, but I won't back down. I'ma keep on walking, gonna wear that crown. In the midst of chaos, I find my way. Every obstacle I'ma slay it. Okay, no matter how hard, I won't lose my desire. Walking through the fire, I'm on fire. In the depths of the unknown, I wander alone. Through the darkest nights where the shadows are thrown, breaking free from this spell, trying to find my way back to the void of the unknown, where there's no turning back. In the bed of light I lay and dream. In this journey of mine, I start to redeem through the night. I've been through the strife, gotta break this spell and reclaim my life. Lost in the shadows, searching for your light. In the depths of the unknown, I take flight, breaking free from the spell that's been cast. In the void, I find solace where my dreams will last. Last, when dreams will last. Oh, ethereal purple flame, you bring me to the greatest, highest level of myself. As I step through the door, I find the power of all that is by God myself, by the God's great gift. Oh, find the power of all that is by God myself, by the God's great gift. I'm like a fire, burning bright. In the darkest night, I shine so bright. No matter what they say, I won't be swayed. I'm unbreakable, I will never fade. Through the storms and the pouring rain, I'll face every challenge, I won't be tamed. I'll keep pushing forward, won't back away. I'm unshakable, I will never fade. I won't back down, I won't give in. I'll keep on fighting till the end. I'm unbreakable, I'm here to stay. Like a star in the sky, I will never fade. Whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom, I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain. Unseen whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom, I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain.
Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Happy Memorial Day to all people out there today. I want to send a special celebration out to all those who have fallen for us today. Please help me and say thank you to all of those people who are of service today and who have done the ultimate sacrifice by saving us and saving our lives. help me, guys, today as we welcome everybody in. Hi, guys. I am the Unknown Prophet. My name is Joshua Bleasy. I do daily tarot readings between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. Central Standard Time every day except the weekends. I use my custom-made homemade deck of 5 Paths Tarot, which I'm currently trying to work on publishing. I'm working on the writing phase, and I'm kind of hitting a wall right now. I just don't seem to have a lot of motivation right now for it. And I think maybe it's just time to percolate. When I feel like I really have to get this going, I think it's going to be kicking under my ass and stuff like that. So welcome on in, guys. Readings are open for anybody who would like to come on in and get a reading today. If you're watching on any other service, guys, hey, here's how you find me. If you are watching on Facebook, YouTube, any other platform that I put myself out here, if you guys want to find me, here's how you do it. As soon as I can find the right thingy, I will put it out there for you. So as you can see in my chat now, I will paste this here, and if you guys want to find me here. Okay? That's where you find me today. I should do this here. Okay. Copy. Pasty. Alright, and I'm going to pin this message so that maybe you can see this. Ah, fucking Christ, already, really? There we go. Now I have it pinned. Alright. So just in case you're watching on some other platform, guys, welcome into Facebook. I've got to find a way to set it up so that I can honestly, check on that from time to time and stuff like that. And maybe, I'm supposed to have a viewer on here that tells me how many people I have and stuff like that. I kind of thought it was tacky, so I took it off. Now I'm wondering if I should re-add it so I can know who's here and who's not here. You know what I'm saying? But as you can see here, that okay, I gotta fix something here while I'm thinking of it. Properties. Affiliate. There you go. That's that. Vimo doesn't have a QR code thingy I can add. That's sad. Let's put the music back on. How about that?
Through the storms and the pouring rain, I'll face every challenge. I won't be tamed. I'll keep pushing forward, won't back away. I'm unshakable. I will never fade. I'm beyond the dream, what I used to be. Unlocking my path to my destiny. Shining so bright, no room for a doubt. I'll follow this path without any cloud. Futures in my hands, carving my fate. With purpose I'm found, no time to wait, no looking back. I'm ready to go. I'll follow my dreams, let the whole world know. small town, Corcoran, small town, where the trailers roam back fields of cornfields. This was my home. Harsh world on my shoulders, day after day, but I kept on walking in my own special way. Brilliantly beautiful, with a wish in my heart, under the willow tree, a brand new start. I heard the corn sing, its melody so sweet. It called me forward, a destiny to me. On this journey through life, I find my way, with the willow tree as my guide. Day by day in the land of the corn, where dreams take flight, I'll become the man I was meant to be. Alright,
So guys, I'm gonna you know, sometimes when I find that people aren't coming around for a little bit, I start to share my story. So it's story time. Hey, let's turn down the music just slightly for this here. And then you can hear me better, okay guys? So anyway, during my journey and learning how to improve my life and how to overcome a lot of the obstacles that I'm discovering how to do in my life, you know. I've overcome a lot of different kind of obstacles. I'm a special needs kid who grew up in the same route as all the other special needs kids, and I had a learning disability, and I have extreme anxieties and depression, things that are chemical in my brain. So I take a medicine every day to help me with that, but I didn't always know I needed that, you know. I didn't like medication. I still don't like medication. I like to do things the natural way if at all possible, but there are just some things you just can't get out there that require a lot of the other stuff. I wish they could break down everything down to the most simplest forms of what we need in our bodies and stop filling it with all the crap we don't need, you know. But sometimes certain things work with certain things for certain reasons. So, but you know, part of the journey that I've been on, from the little boy who overcame abuse by a babysitter, a father who wasn't there, a mother who was an alcoholic, trying to raise 2 children on her own, by the way. But, you know, she didn't do it during work hours, and she always did it when she got home. So no drinking and driving for mama, you know, but she was always responsible about it. But when she did, she was, you know, it was just a thing. And I love my mom, but she did do that. She improved her life, though, and made it a lot better along the way, just like we all do, right, guys? Things don't stay the same for a reason. And in my message today, when I was trying to tell you guys about, was the choices that we make, the things that we do in our lives. Hey, sweetie, welcome in. First time, welcome in. I was just starting to get into something here, and I guess now it's time to do readings. So how's the music? Is it too loud? Can you hear me just fine? How are we doing today, Sweetie Smith? And it's good to see you here. If the music's too much, tell me. I'll turn it off or down. Yeah, there's music. Sweetie, can you hear me? Please throw me your numbers and question of the day. Whenever you're ready, shuffle them out. 1 through 10. Pick a number that way. Then pick another set of numbers 1 through 52. I know you've been here before, but I don't know where you're at. I'm right here. Sweetie, are you here? Hello? Is anyone there? Well, when you're ready, let me know. We'll get the music going for a little bit. And as soon as you're ready for your reading, sweetie, just tell me your numbers. Oh. How's it going, babyface? See, no more babyface. See, no more babyface. And I was just like, didn't want to interfere with your reading. That's what I was saying. But they're not even answering. Sweetie! How are you doing today, Zeal? Good morning, by the way. Happy Memorial Day to you. Alexa, put a 3-minute timer. Sweetie, you now have 3 minutes to tell me. Alexa, start 3-minute timer.
3 minutes. Starting now.
You have 3 minutes to respond before I just take you out of the queue, sweetie. Okay. Alexa, cancel timer.
3-minute timer cancelled.
Call that a beard? Thanks. That's a beard. Yep. Like I said. All one color now. So throw me your numbers there, okay, sweetie? 1 through 10, shuffle them out. 1 through 52, that's where the answers are. Throw me your numbers, and I'll tell you what I need to tell you about your late grandma, Daisy. And I'm tapping in to see if I can reach her and stuff like that as well. 1 through 10, 1 through 52. 15 is too high. Do you want 10 then? You're the only one here. I'll shuffle 15 times for you. What the fuck? All right. Sweetie, do you want 15 shuffles? I want to see you say something there here before I start shuffling. Let me do my cleansing shuffle and get my light on. Now I got the lights on. Finally. Hey, Buck. Nice to see you back again. Sweetie, I don't know what you want. You're okay. Here, you know what? We're just gonna go. Cleansing shuffle time, and I'm just gonna let you have it. What the hell? Don't care anymore. Gotta get going here. Here's your reading for today and your communication with Grandma. Okay. Here are your 15 official shuffles. Don't normally do this, so this is special. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. God cards. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have to count now. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's too many now. That was 3. I have to wait for 2 more cards to pop out, not 3. What number was I on? Fuck. 7? What number was I on, Zeal? 7? Brain fart. 7. I think it was 7. Intuition, what do you tell me? 8. 9. 10. Okay, 7. So that was 8. That was 9. Here's 10. And here's 11, 12, 13. These things are flipping on me like a bastard right now. And the last and not least, 15th card. 20th card now is yours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, And the 20th card is on top. You want to know how Grandma is doing and if she has any communication for you. I can tell you she has communication for you, first of all. She first of all wants you to know that she's okay, she's happy, and she is watching you, but not as much as you think she might be. She's there for you, but, she's not trying to meddle with your life. She wants you to go live life, So just take that as part of the first message. Second message I need to tell you from Grandma is this, that she wants you to let go of whatever guilt you may feel associated with her life or anything that you may have done to her, because she doesn't need that from you anymore. She doesn't need you to feel guilty about how she was or wasn't in life, or what you did or didn't do for her in life. She doesn't care about that anymore. Most of what she cares about is that you start to see yourself succeeding rather than failing. And what she wants you to do is stop feeling guilty for being a success in your life and start to be more empowered by that. She wants you to start to see who you really are as a person. She wants you to see that real reflection being shown back to you of who you are. We all stand in front of our own mirrors and we look at ourselves and we start to say to ourselves, there's a lot of little pieces that sometimes don't make sense. When someone else looks at that, they see a mess. But when I look at it, I see the beautiful oak tree in the picture that you see before you. It reflects that which you truly see, but sometimes you got to look really hard to see it. And that's the whole point of this picture. She wants you to see yourself for who you really are and be proud of that. She wants you to stop worrying about the plan. She tried to plan things out. She was a big planner, and she did a lot of different things in life. But the thing she wish she did more of was relax and let her wandering soul start to get out there and do more things that weren't so planned out. Just some life, going out there and experiencing life. No judgment, no nothing. So she's kind of telling you to take the laid back approach and let life guide you where it needs to guide you for now. And let the world and the universe and everything else that is helping you right now carry you until you can get to a place where you can hop off and be ready to start a journey that is of your own. Remember, the one thing she does want you to hear is to remember to get the big picture. Remember that she sees the beautiful person that you've made yourself into being. She sees every line and appreciates every line. She looks at your portrait and says, I'm so proud of that. That's what she says the most. But, she does, like I said, wants you to get over the guilt of whatever else may have been. I don't know if there was something you feel guilty about. She says, stop that. I love you. And then be yourself. Be who you truly are. Be proud of that. And take a more laid-back approach to life for a while. That's her communication with you on that. Then we have your God cards, which is from your gods. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. And I don't know if you're still here or not, but kind of feeling a disconnection with you right now. But I'm going to give you your God cards too here. So what your higher power is trying to speak to you and tell you today is, it's okay to let this out. It is a time to grieve. It is a time to let it all out. Why not? Everyone's expecting you to be sad anyway. Why not just use this grief to help you move on with everything else in your life? Stop contemplating about the choices and decisions you have to make in your life and make one already. Don't hide behind your mask anymore. You don't need it. I need you to see the full potential of who you are, and I want you to know that there is an easier way and a hard way to go about doing this, but you have to start to pick an unseen path. And that means cutting through your own bullshit for a change and swiping it through and cutting through all the reeds that are out there going on in the world and take out that damn mask. Last but not least, I need you to blow your top off like a fucking volcano. It's time to destroy one world to create another. And if people are getting in your way while you're doing that, Well, it's your time to be empowered. It's your time to create your own landmass. And sometimes that means the things that are already there get destroyed. But you've warned to them with a lot of shaking and rattling. They should have gotten off the island a long time ago, because once you blow, you blow. And if you're in the way, you're in the way. And I ain't moving for you. You better move for me. That's your reading for today, my friend. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm really feeling a disconnect with you. Are you still here? I want to connect you with Grandma, but I'm not feeling you here. Anyway, moving on. Since I don't know what happened to them. It's okay. I just wasn't sure what was going on there, because I don't know if you had an internet issue like a couple minutes ago or something like that, or something was happening there, because it felt like you just weren't there. And if I'm wrong, please let me know. I was wrong. You were listening, just not, didn't feel very present. Yeah, I thought it had to be something like that. Because I was like, all of a sudden, I was feeling your energy, and then all of a sudden, you weren't there anymore. And it's like, okay, I'll do the reading anyway. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to pull out your reading for you, okay? Because I got to pull it all back out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. We're going to start all over for you just so you can see these cards again, okay? Now that now that you're back, okay? So, for all those who just saw this reading, I'm repeating it because he needs to hear this from Grandma. First of all, Grandma wants you to let go of whatever guilt you feel associated with whatever you may have done to her in her past. She really wants you to let go of all of that guilt that you've been hanging on to for a while. She wants you to let it go. She says it's not going to help you anymore. She wants you to stop being afraid of succeeding in life. Like a lot of people sometimes think that success is going to be the greatest thing in the world. And she thought that you just need to get over that, because she says it's not your fault, was never your fault. And she said she completely and utterly has already, she has no need to forgive you, in other words. She wants you to start succeeding in life. Don't carry this guilt with you. Don't you dare. She wants you to see the real person of who you truly are. And that's the point of this card. What your grandma was trying to tell you here is, hey, you have to start to look at yourself as the beautiful oak tree, not a jumbled up mess. You're not a jumbled up mess. People look at you and they see a jumbled up mess because they don't know how to look at you the right way. You don't feel seen, and I understand that. But you have to understand that it's time to start to see yourself for who you truly are. You only reflect that which you are showing yourself. So we're standing in that damn mirror all the time, and we say to ourselves, hey, you know what? I am better than this. I am a beautiful oak tree, whether they can see it or not. And she wants you to start remembering to be proud of who you are. That was one of the major things she wanted me to put across. And the last and final thing she wanted me to put you on was stop planning. Stop planning. Stop planning in your head all the little steps and all the little things going on in your head. It's time to lay in the lazy river. It's time to wander for a while. It's time to get moving and shaking in new and different ways. And it's time for you to just allow the universe to guide you where you are supposed to go, and it will tell you when it's time to get off. Then you will find purpose. Then you will find what needs to go on. And the last thing she wanted you to know was she sees you. and she sees your picture and what you're weaving into this world. She sees the picture and the person that you are creating, the artistry, the beauty, the wonder, the hope of who you are. She sees it all, the complete picture, the good, the bad, the uglies, and everything in between. And she loves it. She wants you to know she's very proud of you. And she just says, hey, you know what? You can keep beating up on yourself all you want, but don't you dare give that up to me, because I ain't taking that. Because she was a very didn't take shit kind of a woman. She was a planner. She was kind of the person who didn't go out and do a lot of things she wished she had done. The one regret she has is that she wished she had done a little bit more of the free will, adventure time, not planning it kind of adventure. You know what I'm saying? So she wanted you to understand she sees you in her personality, you know, and everything, you know? And then that was from a message from Grandma, and then you had God cards too, sweetie. So what did they want you to say to you, right? I got to put them back the way they were. Well, I know the stories are what you remember the most, and you only hear the stories, but she's been there. She's been there for you. You know what I'm saying? She's always been there, whether you knew she was there or not. You know? And the thing about it is, and I'll tell you something about this after the God cards here, or maybe I'll just do it now. She wants you to remember the purple vase with white and red flowers on it, kind of a weird, kind of a symbol-y kind of a thingy on the side of it, and you would go arrange flowers together or something like that. And you would always place them on the table, and she would say something like, this is how we breathe in the fresh air of the day, or something like that. It was some kind of inspiring, breathe deep in the smells of the world today, something like that. And she wants you to remember that, something like that. It's a memory. I don't know if you were really, really little when you did it. I don't know. Did you ever know her in life? I mean, she was actually with you for a little bit, wasn't she? I mean, it wasn't like an instant. Okay. I'm just remembering something like that. She just wants you to remember. She holds that memory in very high regard for some reason. She really loves that memory. So if that meant something to you, then that's what it was for, to kind of give you validation. Okay? Now, on to your God cards. And your gods want to talk to you, okay, sweetie? So I hope you're ready for this one, okay? Yeah. I don't think you would remember a whole bunch of it, honestly. But it was just a nice, sweet, innocent moment between you and Grandma. Yeah, it's the scent of life. Something, yeah, see, it was that. It was something like that. And I was like, wait a minute, I don't know how she put it, but the scent of life. Breathe deep. So here is your God cards, okay? This is the time of mourning, sweetie. Use it. Use it to grieve. Use it to let go of the pain of the past. Use it to let go whatever you don't need in your life. Because the biggest thing Grandma wants from you is to let it all out. Cry it out. Laugh it out. Smile it out. Whatever way you need to do. It's time to move on. It's time to give her the peace she wants from you. And that's your peace inside of you. It's not her peace she's worried about. It's your inner peace she's worried about. Yeah. I don't know why she's showing me flowers in a vase then. But, okay. Maybe it was your mother then. I don't know. But they want you to let out the emotions associated with it. And stop contemplating about the choices and decisions that are staring you in the face right now. Because they want you just to make a choice already. They're tired of waiting for you to just pick a path and choose it. They want you to stop looking at all the choices. Just go try something, Wade, don't you? Um, Sweetie, they're telling me this is from your gods now, not grandma anymore. Um, this is more about the time for you to start to take away that mask that you've been wearing for a long, long time. I know it doesn't feel like it's the right time to do it, but this is the right time to do it. It's time to take off that mask and show people who you truly are and stop hiding behind your safety net. You got to show everybody everything. And it's time to pick that unseen path for yourself. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be easy. It can be something in between those two worlds. You can make a small plan and follow it. You can still be determined about that plan and try to get to the end of that plan as quickly as possible. But you're going to have to start to cut through the bullshit, sweetie. And that's the big thing. They need you to cut through your own BS and say to yourself, enough is enough, me. I can't keep doing this to myself. I'm stopping doing this to myself. Okay? And then the last and final thing they wanted you to know was, I know it doesn't seem like it sometimes, but it is time to blow your top off. Like a volcano blows their top off. Sometimes we have to destroy one world to create another. And in this case, everyone's already left the island. They heard the warning sign. Well, there might be one or two stragglers along, but if they don't get out of your way when you decide to blow that top, there's nothing and no one who can stop you if you believe in yourself. So stop not believing in yourself. Get that rage, get that anger, get all those things that you don't want inside of you and blow that top off and show this world what a mean, vicious bitch you can be sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's time to let the evil out sometimes. It's time to let the bad girl out sometimes. And sometimes it's time to force your hand and say, this is how I'm going to live it. This is how I'm going to do it. You know? And that was your reading, sweetie. And then I have something else for you now that I know you're here. And I know you never saw her in life. I don't know why I keep getting that. I would like you to ask your mom about the purple vase thingy. Because I don't know if it was something that happened with her, and that's a message from your mom. But whatever it is, it's something your mom says too to this day as well. I would talk to your mom about that, but flowers and stuff like that. Why do I feel like she was with you pretty much she's been with you from the time you were born to now. Like I said, she's not always there, but she's there. Was there anything else you wanted to know today, sweetie? You know, I'm just saying that we all feel like there are times in our lives when we feel like we've got to be the best version of ourselves. That's not always the case. Sometimes we have to dig into our evil, darker sides of ourselves and let it out. Because what happens when we don't? It bottles up inside, and then we do things like crazy stuff like, kids in school doing crazy stuff I'm not even going to say. On this day, a couple years ago, I think it was 4 years ago now, George Floyd was killed on Memorial Day. Now that changed Minneapolis and the police department and everything and made people look at police in a new, different way and kind of held them to account. That we have to hold our leaders and our people who are of service to us to the rules that they also enforce. They can't escape the same thing. And Zeal, you're already evil enough as it is. Why don't you try being good for once? I I I know I always feel that you have this very mischievous kind of a spirit. You're not really trying to stir a pot all of the time, but once in a while you like to stir the pot. Not that you like to create chaos, it's just that you're an agent of chaos. That you're here to be that catalyst for a lot of different people sometimes, you know? And just giving into some of those darker impulses. I'm not saying go out and murder a lot of people, okay? I'm not saying that, okay? Don't become some kind of a serial killer guy. And if you are already, please, if you're going to come get me and my wife. We always keep the doors unlocked. Come get us somewhere in the middle of the night. Make sure you joined us. Nicole, welcome back. How are we doing today, Nicole? How have you been? Welcome into the Unknown Prophet Daily Tarot Readings, and you know how it works here. Throw me your numbers and question. I'm starting to cleanse the cards now. It's your turn now. No waiting. Now is your turn. So whenever you're ready, throw me your numbers and or question of the day. Yeah, I don't have money for that. I don't have money for anything. I'm broke. Stop giving me money orders. Are you still with me, Nicole? Jesus Christ. Can now, oh, no one hear me or something? It's your turn now. Oh, okay. I was just going to type at you. And you want just a general, right? Yeah. Okay. Gonna finish cleansing these cards off so I can pick up that energy real quick here. That was alright. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 God cards today. Yeah, I know. And the third card, 1, 2, and the third card, June. General reading for you. Alright, let's find out what June's general reading is going to be for you. Aha! Aha, I say! So, Nicole, coming for you in June will be a little bit of a time of re-empowerment for you. A lot of June will be you finally coming into your own and becoming the person you've hoped you always would be. Part of what you're doing now is setting yourself up for success. You have an idea of who you want to be. Now is the time to start walking the walk and talking the talk and doing the do. Act like you are the person you already have been. Become that higher self. Don't allow yourself to slip back into that negative and start to become the person you have seen in your head. It's time to stop taking the long, hard walk in June. So don't beat up on yourself for some stuff that you are doing wrong or right in the world. It's time to stop walking the long marathon that you've been walking up to this point. It's time to let go of some of that junk you've been carrying around with you and throw it into the dumpster on the side of the road and get into your mythical car and start to drive towards what you are most passionate about. It's up to you to get to the end of this road. You have to obey all of the signs that are on the road. You have to look out for the right sign telling you, get off here and something like that. And try joining again. I didn't see an exclamation point join though. But back to you, Nicole. It just means getting back into that car and not being so hard on yourself. Try to take a little bit laid back approach to it, but you're still moving in a forward direction. In fact, you're just being a lot more positive about that direction. And that's coming for you in June, is this positivity reinforcing back into your life again and coming back in for you again. So as you start to notice the positive energy coming in from you becoming who you are meant to be, you being driven and driving to where you need to go and following all the signs of your life, because there are signs, pay attention, that they were getting to you and allowing you to see and come into that and feel that energetic feel, yeah, keep moving forward. And the reason you're going through all of this right now is because rather than just existing as an idea, you're ready to become. So you're done with the idea of it. It's time to become it. And that's why you're getting the cards that you're getting, because now is not the time to overthink. Now is not the time to overplan. Now is the time to really start to live life again. And maybe it's time for a little bit of free will adventure time that we can't plan for a little bit. And that's what June is all about, is you finding yourself, coming to that place where you can be more driven in it and all of that stuff. Let's get to the God cards now, right? All right, God card time, Nicole. With that said, here comes the spiritual butt kick you need, okay? God card time. So what does your God cards want you to know today? That I don't know why you keep carrying this fucking guilt around with you, Nicole, like it's your favorite brass ring, like Gollum carried a ring around. It's turning you into a person you don't want to be. You have to let it go, girl, and you have to let it go now, because you have to start to believe you can succeed. So whatever guilt you may have associated with the past, it's time to forgive and forget and move on. You see the person you truly are. You see the real reflection of who you truly are. And that means, well, I don't see the fifth card. Where's the fifth card? I don't see another card around here. So, and they all fell into my ashtray. So, this is her reading. She gets what she's supposed to get. Those are the cards that I have on here set aside for God cards. That's what she gets. So, anyway, back to your reading there, okay, Nicole? It's time to let out the emotions. I know you feel like you've got to hold it all in sometimes, but it's time to flood the world too, girl. I mean, come on. How much more are you going to bottle up inside of that little head of yours? How much are you going to keep putting this shit on yourself? I mean, really, can we just have a day to cry it all the fuck out and be done with it already? Can't we just let this emotional dam finally break and just be okay with that? Because you know what? You're providing the river that you will flow in, the lazy river, the wandering path. The wandering path doesn't have a time, it doesn't have a space, it doesn't have a direction. It just wants you to sit there and wander. You are moving through the roads and you're just going to keep continuing to go until you feel it's time to get off. So more than anything, just sit back, relax, we got you, and give in to all of this other stuff. Now, whatever messes that means for you, I don't know, but... And welcome in Jing, and welcome in everybody who just came in. I'm sorry I was in the middle of the reading. But like I said, that's what June is about. June is to try to help you. It's time to re-empower. It's time to get back to positive. It's time to get back to life again, And a lot of June is going to be dealing with that. I bet by the time you reach the end of June, you'll be a lot happier and positive person. So, that's what I'm telling you right now. Zeal, it's your turn. Do you want 13 shuffles? Cleansing cards off for Zeal. Throw me your numbers and or questions. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, welcome in, Butte. First time chatter, welcome on in. Thank you for joining us today. So whenever you're ready, Zeal, throw me those numbers and or question. We're waiting for you. Hey, first time chatter, since you haven't been here before, this is how it works here. I'm going to ask you to pick some numbers for me. I'm going to ask you to pick some numbers 1 through 10. That is how many times I shuffle the deck for you. Then I want you to pick a second set of numbers 1 through 52. That's where your answers will be in my deck. Please let me know that before your reading. And if you have a question you would like me to ask, please ask me as simply as you can so I can understand it. Then we'll go with whatever I need to tell you today. And then, generally speaking, if you just want a general reading, just say general, and that way we just tell you what you need to know today. And, well, be nice, 10 and 9. I'll try to be as nice as the cards will let me. All right. Let me finish the clear off and energize the cards for Zeal. Those feel right. 10 and 9, 10 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. No God cards for you. And the 9th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the 9th card is... Good morning, Swifty! And welcome back in. Thank you for the lurk. I'm having a wonderful, blessed day. Thank you very much. I hope your day is filled with many blessings as well, Swifty. All right, on to you there, Zeal. So, Zeal, you want to know what is kind of coming for you. Just remind yourself that everything you're doing right now, whether you are keeping that pattern or not keeping that pattern you want in life, what you don't want, it's time to put into the compost pile so it can turn into something fruitful somewhere in the future. You know, compost piles work very, very unique way. You put in all of your waste, you put in a little bit of dirt, you put in a little bit of your old leaves, you stack more stuff on top of it, you do it again, and you do it again, and you do it again. Eventually what happens is all of that stuff starts to decay and start to turn into life-giving nutrient dirt. Well, as you are putting away some of the old bad patterns that you no longer need in your life anymore, you are now making room for new good patterns. So you told me to be nice to you. Well, they're being nice to you by saying, just get rid of the old, so bring into the new. And welcome, hi, you're new. Yes, you're new. And it's time for you to stoke those fires, Zeal. Whatever you do have left, use it as fuel for the fire. So if you're not throwing it into the compost pile, throw it into your fire pit so you can use it as energy to empower you. And allowing yourself to throw away those last little bits that can't be used in whatever compost pile we're burning for whatever reason. We're not ready to just let those go away. We've got to burn those away. There are some things you just got to get rid of and be done with. So put those into the fire, but let them be fuel for your fire. Also put those logs of positivity on top of that to keep your fire going even stronger. And then it's time to remember that you are starting a new beginning. And with all new beginnings come struggles. But you're learning to take the baby steps. And as you start to take those baby steps, your footing will become stronger and you'll be a lot more standing tall and free. This is all being provided to you by, guess what? The catalyst of life. So you can ignite your future to be what you do want it to be. That's why you're going through all of this, because it's providing a catalyst for you to strike your match against the grain and light that candle of freedom, of will, of intent, of believing, of all of that stuff as well. And it's just time for you to understand that. You know? So, that's what they have to tell you today. Hopefully that wasn't too mean for you today. All right, on to the next. Jing, welcome back in. Long time no read. How have you been, young lady? I miss you. Glad to see you're here back again. I really appreciate you coming in, guys. Really, really appreciate everything you guys do for me every single day. We're going to take a quick ad break, and then we'll get into doing readings. Jing, throw me your numbers and or question of the day if you can hear me still. Otherwise, we'll wait for the commercial break to end. I wish I had a smoke. Oh well, I don't. No money for smokes. No money for anything. No money for pizza. Okay, we are back. Welcome back, everybody. We are back from our commercial break. If you guys were part of that commercial break, thank you for watching it and supporting me that way. Whenever you're ready, Jing, throw me your numbers and question, okay? I'm ready for you when you are ready. Am I having disconnection issues? No. Okay. I didn't think you would be on today. Jing, if you're still here, please let me know. You have 3 minutes now to respond. Alexa, 3 minutes. Timer.
3 minutes, starting now.
Jing, you now have 3 minutes to respond. So, Butte, welcome in. I hope you're having a fabulous day so far. Butte, sorry. I hope I got that right. I'm not the greatest with pronunciations of shit sometimes. Oh, fucking Christ, will you please just stay on already? Had to put suspenders on. I had to wear my medical pants to have something like that, you know? Okay, I've got to wait for Jing. She's got 2 minutes and 22 seconds left to respond, and then after that, we'll get to your reading, okay, Butte? I always give people a 3-minute timer to see if they'll come in, because sometimes connections and internet issues and stuff like that happen. Or they go get a snack or whatever, use a restroom, something, because they think I'm going to be a little bit longer, you know, because sometimes my readings do go long. But now I got your numbers and your question, and I will tap into that. Oh. Beauty works for me. I'll call you Beauty. All right, beautiful. Well, there goes getting any cigarette butts outside. Now it's raining. I can't even go get cigarette butts now. 30 seconds left. Yeah, I got 30 seconds on my clock. Jing, about to put you back into the bottom of the list because I know you want a reading today, but you're not responding, so. You have 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Enough of that. Alexa, cancel timer. All right. It's your turn, Beauty. Let's go. I always do a cleansing shuffle for everybody, so I'm just going to clear my cards off so that they're randomized, and I do an energetic cleansing my cards here. It also helps me connect to the energy of whatever you want to connect to. And my cards always let me know when they're right for you. Lucy, can you help me with these cards today, please? She says she likes where they're at now. So here are your 7 official shuffles. So these are now your official 7 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You have a 2 God card message for you today. I'll explain those after your general reading, okay? And 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the 30th card is now on top. Do you want me to reshuffle, Beauty? Zeal just pointed out that I didn't shuffle 7 times. These feel right, but I want to check with you, Beauty, what you want. It's not his reading, it's your reading, so. Want me to continue, or do you want me to reshuffle? Okay, just continue. That's what I'm taking okay is continue. Okay? I really felt like this was, yeah. I kind of thought that was coming. Don't run away yet. So, the thing I want to tell you here, especially with the communication from your mom, Lucy, okay? And what she really wants you to know more than anything is that she knows you've had it rough. She knows that damage has been done. And she wishes she could take back some of the damage she did do from time to time. There were points where she wasn't the best mom in the world, but she tried to live her life through resilience, through living through not letting things get to her per se, but letting them bounce off to her. Just like you are becoming the paper birch tree yourself. And just like you are starting to learn that you are still growing, you still have a life's blood within you, but you need to understand that there are some things within you you have to start to let go of. The things that no longer serve you any purpose anymore. The dead skin that doesn't help you heal anymore. That tree naturally peels off its own skin so that it can let in the light, so it can let in extra moisture. Just like you're letting in the new light and the new life into you. Now, you're not going to be cutting yourself or anything like that, but, you know, that's part of the reason she wants you to know she sees how resilient of a woman you are, how much damage you've taken along the way, but how much of a shield and a protection shield you have because of that. And because she feels you're safe, she's not as, there anymore as she wants to be sometimes, Feeling a very heavy energy here too. More than anything, what she wants you to do is start to bask in the sun again. Get back around those friends who keep you more in a positive mode and get away from those friends who are being more negative towards you right now. You're meant to leave those friends. You're meant to move away from those friends. You're grieving. You're grieving, and it's okay to let yourself grieve. But bask in the sun. Remember the happy times. Remember the good times we had. Because that's all we have is our memories of our people. My wife grew up with a very abusive mother, okay? A very abusive mother, the hitting kind of abuse, okay? She escaped that only to go into a marriage that was equally as abusive before me, right? It's okay, just jump back in line. Yeah, just jump back in line. Yeah, you missed the cue. You missed your turn, but it's okay, we'll get to you right next. And getting back around those more positive people like you're supposed to right now, that's what she wants the most for you. She wants to see you back and happy again. She wants to see you around in the friend. You're next. But she doesn't want to keep seeing you freeze in place. And she doesn't want to keep seeing you freeze and fear of what is to come, of what is going to be. She doesn't want you to keep being stuck anymore. All you got to do is stomp your feet to the ground. And that means you can't walk in fear anymore. Like my story, my dad was abusive. Yeah. And it kind of feels like that might be the other energy I'm feeling, that strong ass energy I was feeling. Father was not Father of the Year for sure, that's for damn sure. But Mom kept you safe as much as she could, I guess. That's what she feels guilty most about. I don't know if you endured any of that abuse yourself. I think you did, though. And it's time to do the one thing she wants you to do the most right now. Okay there, Butte? The thing she needs you to do. Not wants, not have to, needs you to do. Is to accept that it's over. Her life has ended. She is okay and at peace. First, know that as well. She has no more anxiety or fear or anything else that's attached to any of that anymore. She's just the purity of your mother's beautiful soul spirit. It's time for you to let go of the past and let it all go. Maybe it's time to begin anew. Maybe it's time to let this death be the death that reignites you into being the kind of person you need to be. It's time to do something for yourself. Now, here's something I would like you to do. It's just a suggestion. It's something I give people when they get my death card, and I feel like you need this, okay? Go grab a box, any size box. I'm just using this as an example. Doesn't even have to be that big, okay? And I want you to write down on sheets of paper everything you need to let go of, everything you feel guilty of, everything that you don't want in your life anymore. And I want you to take that and hold an actual funeral for the old self you don't want in your life anymore. It's time to burn this old self away. That's right. So when you're done putting all the pieces of paper you feel it needs inside, close it up. Don't even have to mark it or make it pretty or anything like that. Bring it out to your fire pit, barbecue grill, fireplace, or other place of burning, and light it on fire and hold an actual funeral for it. Mourn the loss for it for at least 3 days. That means go through all the stages of grief, okay? And get to that part where you have to start to live the life again and start to move on. While you're watching it burn, think of all the things you want out of your life. Think about all the things you want to be free of. Think about everything you no longer want to be trapped by or pinned down by in your life. And as you say goodbye to that old self you used to be, know this, that from those ashes will be birthed a powerful phoenix, one like the which you have never seen before. You will become something so powerful, so great in this world, you won't even be able to imagine it. I gotta get more water. Hydrate time. My mouth is getting dry. And then, once you're finally done mourning the loss of it, let it go and move on. Admit it, forget it, move on. That was your major messages from Lucy. And I have something else for you after your God cards. Now, because you're new here, I give you this standard warning for new people only, okay? These are my God cards. They pop out during your shuffle. They are most extreme messages you will ever get here. They are the kind that will kick your spiritual ass and turn your world upside down. But they are an answer to a question you've been asking your higher power for an answer to. They've come to give you that answer. And they want to tell you in the most extreme way possible so you hear them. So if you would like to hear your God cards or see your God cards, please let me know. Yes or no. If you choose to see them, know this will be the only time I ask you this. The next time you come in, you automatically get to see your God cards. Because you're new, I like to give you a choice. So do you want to see your God cards? Boy, this one's going to hit hard. I can feel it. The thing I want you to start to realize today, beauty, above all days, starting today, I want you to really take a nice, long, hard look at your life right now. Take a nice, long, hard look at what you actually have right now and compare it to someone who doesn't have what you have. I've been homeless. I know what it's like to live on the streets. I know what it's like to survive out of garbage cans and trash bins. I did it for 3 months. I didn't do it for a long time, but I did it for 3 months. 3 months was long enough for me. And my mom kicked me out of the house when I was 18 years old and said, because of a speech I gave her when I was 16 years old, telling her I would have all of my shit together when I reached 18, and she kicked me out of the house and said, go see if you can do it for 3 months. And I was like, but I didn't plan for anything. So that's life. Get out. Kick. It was in the most loving way possible. It wasn't even an argument. It was like, I want you to leave and go live somewhere else for 3 months, but I don't have anywhere else to live. I guess you'll be homeless then, won't you? Now, she said if I got into any real big trouble and stuff like that, blah, 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 blah. But really, really start to look and see what you actually have in your world, because I bet things aren't as bad as you think they are. In fact, things are starting to improve. You just got to start to see that and start to see the whole big picture. And the last and final thing, and this is the thing that will probably kick your butt the most. People get this Willow card for a very specific reason. You know? And I like to tell my story when people get this card. So sit back, relax, and enjoy a little story here for a short bit, and then I'll tell you why it ties in. When I was a little boy, I was abused by a babysitter from the age of 7.5 to about 8.5, or no, it was about a year and a half, and I was 8 years old when I realized it wasn't a game, it was something bad that was being done to me. Because I went to school one day and they gave me the standard, the don't touch, good touch, bad touch kind of speech. I told my teacher that what was happening to me with my babysitter. I never had to go back to that babysitter again. I actually confronted that babysitter later in life, told her what I thought of her, and told her I forgave her, and walked away and out of her life forever, and very rarely think about that woman to this day. I use her as the example that I went through the worst experience that I ever went through in my life. I genuinely think everything that I've been through up to in my life, that has been the worst experience that was done to me. All the other stuff I chose to do, but that was done to me, And as I tried to escape the pain and the hurt of what had been done to me, when I found out all my feelings were right, that it was a bad thing being done to me, I went out to a cornfield where I followed the corn up to a hill where there was a willow tree in the distance. The willow tree was there, and I had gotten tired after running so fast, so hard, because I was really angry little kid for an 8-year-old. It was about a 1.5 mile jog for an 8-year-old. It took me all of 10 minutes to get to the end of where that willow tree was. That's how mad and angry I was. Okay? And then I get to the top of this hill, and I feel like I have to sit by this willow tree. I start to lay down and sit by this willow tree, and I still don't know to this day if this is true or not, but I kind of feel like I conked my head just a tiny bit. That put me into the sleep mode the rest of the way because my body was already tired. And I had the most beautiful dream. A dream that told me all about my future. Exactly who I am today is because of that dream. I call it the Blue Sphere dream because it was when I took my destiny into my own hands and decided for myself what I would be. And as God is coming here to tell you today, please, for the love of me, decide the world in which you want to live in. We will provide a way for you to get there. But you have to start to imagine your world in the way you want it to be. We will guide you to that. So start to listen. And the last and final thing they want me to hear you say, me tell you is this. No matter what has happened up to this point, beauty, you are gonna be okay. That's right, you're gonna be okay. A message from your higher power telling you we've got you. We will support you in your dreams and your destiny. You know what you've just been handed? A blank check. Write it well, because the way you write that is the way your life will become. So that is from your higher power. Jing, are you still here? Oh, I have something else for you too from Lucy. But I want to make sure you're that you want to hear it, because I this is a purely psychic connection. I don't have cards to verify it for me. You're next, Jing. I'm just finishing up this last thing I want to give to Beauty. And throw me your numbers and stuff like that too. Okay. What Lucy wants me to tell you is she wants you to remember when you sat in her lap and she would read to you when you were little, and there was a favorite story that you would love her to read, right? To you. And what she is telling me is she's showing me she's got you in her lap, she's holding you in her arms, and she's rocking you, and then she's also pulling out this book and reading to you, and something about this experience or thing that she wants you to remember. And she just wants you to remember that she loves you that much every single day. Just like that. And she wants you to know that you are loved. And there is love on the way for you. And not to be so hard on yourself. And she doesn't want to see you keep beating yourself up for the things that were done to you. Okay? It's time to move. It's time to go confront and accuse and put judgment on them, because that's your right to do. Or it's time to move on and let it go and forgive and forget and move on. Whichever way you choose to do it, it's your choice. But that's the image she's showing me in her head. It's kind of a validation or something for you to know that she was really here for you today. And another thing on little locket, not a gold necklace. It's kind of a silver, not quite a heart. It's a special kind of a silver necklace you wear that she gave you or something like that. And you haven't been wearing it a lot lately. That's what she wants me to tell you. The last thing she wants me to tell you is to start to wear that a little bit more. Want to honor me? Wear my necklace. You know, kind of a deal. That's all I got for you today, my friend. I hope that served you well. I hope it put you on the best possible path I could. And hope I lead you to a day where you can say today is your best day ever. Thank you for coming in and being a part of my readings. Hope to see you again soon. All right? And sit back, relax, and lurk if you want. Go get your self-care done. Jing, when it's your turn, yeah, sterling silver, something like that, yeah. And Jing, I'm going to start to cleanse your cards off for the love reading for what's coming for you in love. So clearing the cards off for Jing here. You're very welcome. All right, those feel right for you, Jing. Here are your 10 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Have expected a God card. 10. Nope, no God cards for you. All right, and the 18th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. See, 19. I already went too far. 8, that's 19. And 18 is there. Sorry. Does sterling silver burn demons? Anything you believe has power to do that will do that. Sterling silver is a good conductor for energy, so I say yes, it will help you burn away demons, but the more you believe in it is the more it will work for you. Sterling silver is only part of the deal. You gotta believe it too. Yeah. It does, well, like I said, it burn. Sterling silver is mostly used to protect, not to ward. You know, silver I wear for protection, not to ward. You know, it's there. It's not there to defend me. It's there to, you know, just keep me safe. You know, something like that. All right, Jing. Here's your reading, though. I'm sorry about that, sweetie. Hopefully you're still with me, Jing. I know the love question comes out for you a lot. And we want to find out why love is seemingly out of the grasp, out of your grasp, you know? And it's more about now is the time, Jing, more than ever, to start to listen to that inner intuition, that woman's intuition, that intuition where we're calling out for a soul. You have to start to hear the song of your one true love being sung to you. If the person you're with now isn't fulfilling that, I think you have to move on from them. Because listen to your ancient knowledge, all the signs that are showing you why you should go find that love. But there are places that are tied into your past that may have come back recently and may be thinking there might be something there or had been there or something before, and maybe it's renewing in a kind of a way. But you're kind of in this decision mode, right? Where you're trying to decide what to do with things. You know, we're taking the logical approach, then we're taking the emotional approach. Then we're taking the logical approach, then we're taking the emotional approach. We can't sit around and wait forever. Sometimes we just got to get off of our butt and make the move we've been waiting to move. It doesn't matter what path we choose as long as we're taking a step forward. If you got to go back into the past and review all of that bullshit, which you don't need to do anyway, you can find a brave new way forward doing that. Or you can take the hard path where you make and determined how determined you are is very determined to get to that end of that goal and dream. Then the easy path is the easy path. It's the step-by-step approach of it. And the unseen path is combining almost all of those things together, but you'll have to cut through your own bullshit to get there. So now is the time to decide what kind of a path you wait. But wait, they've come to tell you what you need to do. It's time to take the path of a leap of faith. Sometimes you just gotta go for it. Sometimes you gotta grab the boy, kiss him passionately, and tell him how much you feel about them, and just put it all out there. And I kind of feel like you have to let your inner peacock out and show them exactly what they're missing here, like your meat on a countertop, and we're all hungry wolves going, I want some of Jing, okay? You can't do this? Why not? Why can't you do that? Why can't you take a leap of faith and just go for it? You know, the only thing stopping you from your happiness is you keep carrying around the old junk with you. You keep carrying around the old junk that isn't helping you or serving you anymore. If your partner isn't there for you and doesn't want to come along for the ride. You know, maybe it's time to, well, hey, that's up to you. But you asked me where love is, I'm telling you where love is. You know, and it's all about you being driven. Just pay attention to the signs that are shining on your road. Pay attention to when you need to get off and when you need to stay on the road. And then make sure you're determined with it, but you're not going to take the long, hard road anymore. So don't beat yourself up for all the bad crap that's been going on. You got to leave that shit behind. You got to take them in the car with you. Drive down the road with the music on, the wheel windows rolled down, hair in your hair, singing at the top of your lungs, you know? And the thing I feel the most for you about the love thingy for you, Jing, is it's like, the thing I feel the most is you're basically blocking yourself from the happiness you want with your own fears and anxieties keep getting in the way of that. And it feels like if you took the leap of faith and took a chance on love for once, instead of wondering what ifs, and you just went for it, you know? Maybe it turns out better than you think it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't turn out the way you think it does. But at least you'll finally know, right? But there is. Are you still with that one guy you were with? I don't think you are. But you were with another guy, a husband or something for a time. I don't know if you finally left that person or not. Because it feels like you're still hanging on to something there. And I don't know why you keep holding on to something that doesn't fulfill you. That's the question I want to ask you. He doesn't seem to be fulfilling you in a lot of the ways you wish he did. Yeah. And I'm wondering how much more can you take? I mean, is this the life you want to live? I'm really asking. I'm not trying to promote divorce here, but you know what? Maybe it's time to start thinking about some counseling or maybe some professional help or something like that. Because I don't know if you guys can fix it on your own. And I don't think he's willing to do something like that. So he doesn't like to get his feelings out for other people to hear, kind of video. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's his fault, but you know, learning how to live with that. Yeah, and I'm wondering why you're still there. You know? And the energy that I'm feeling from you is that question keeps reverberating in your head. Why am I still here? Why am I still here? And you know, that's kind of like something that I'm hearing for you, and they're just saying, please move on, you know, but I can't tell you what to do. It's your life, your marriage, your everything. Either you got to put some work into there or you got to move the fuck on. You know, I don't know what it is about this guy, but I don't think he's changing. I don't think he's doing anything more than what he's doing now. Either appreciate him for how he is or, you know, that's just how life is going to be. You know, you have to learn to love him for who he is, even though he's who he is. Does that make sense? I hope so. Sunny, welcome in. Hopefully you had a beautiful stream. I hope you had a good tarot reading stream. I hope you had some good things to tell people today. All right, go check out my friend Sen. He does tarot reading himself. He does it a lot different and unique way than me, but he's a very good reader. I suggest going and giving him a try. She gives the nice, short, and sweet kind of readings, I think, from what I've experienced myself. I think he's a very good reader, and you should go definitely check him out if you're online and paying attention. So, Sen, how are we doing today? And throw me those numbers and or question or what you need to know today. And let's get to the hard work of what we need to do. Ooh, dragon messages, huh? Cleansing the cards off. Yep. Here are your 9 official shuffles, Sen. 1, 2, 3. God cards. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. You have a 1, 2, 3 God card message today. Okay, I counted right this time. 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and the 13th card is. You're welcome, Jing. I love you. I hope you are well. I will see you hopefully again soon. Please, I love you all. If you can help me out with any kind of tips today, I would really appreciate it. But I don't require that to get a reading here, okay, guys? So if you can, please do. I could really use some tobacco right now. So anyway, moving on to your reading there, son, and here we go. All right, son, let's find out what they want you to know, the dragons want you to know. Kind of saw it coming a little bit. Lag. Okay, give me a second. Are we lagging still? Are we back? Have we stopped lagging now? Are we good? Let me try turning some things off here. Okay, that's the minimum of what I can have. Is it lagging anymore? Okay, good. So, from your dragons to you, and remember, when it comes to dragons, they are very temperamental creatures at times. They can be very powerful sources of power, but they can also be a very harsh, destructive power as well. And you know that there are some things that you need to let go of in your life right now, son, that have to start to be put into the compost pile, as dragons will sometimes put gold down to help them keep warm, because gold is a great conductor of positive energy. And that's why they collect gold. Not for the monetary value of it, because it's shiny, pretty, and it keeps them feeling warm and happy. But there are some things it decides not to pick up. And it decides not to take with them. And that's what you have to decide to do, is stop taking all the stuff you don't need with you and leaving that behind so it can turn into something in the future. And then remind yourself that new fertile ground is coming before you. You wanted dragons, you got dragons. They are telling you it's time to ignite this path that you want to see yourself becoming. It's time to let the inner dragon inside of yourself out. It's time to ignite your path. It's time to blow fire. It's time to burn down onto that world, which we have to light the candle. Now, we're using dragon breath to light a candle here, so we know that it's gonna get lit. If it doesn't get burned away in one blow, you know what I'm saying? So it's got to be a pretty big fucking candle. That's going to last you a lot longer. So just remind you that the universe is providing this catalyst for you for change, for re-empowerment into those dragon abilities, into that dragon lifestyle. But don't let the bad, ugly old rocks that keep getting in your way keep staying in your way. The doubt, the fear that you have Yeah, in your thorax, your communication center, right here, you know. You're feeling that heat and that communication because you're hearing me, and some part of your soul hears me. And I'm telling your soul, get out of your own goddamn way a little bit here. Don't keep pushing up the same old ugly rock, up with the same old ugly hill. That's not what's needed. You need to let that go so you can collect the gold on the other side of the hill. That's what we're going for. The gold. But ultimately, they want you to know that they see you as the great oak that you are. You have to remind yourself, Sen, that you are a power. You are a force in this world. You are the dragon. You are the great oak. What you have put out into this world is seen. What you do in this world is heard. What you feel in this world is validated. You are the great oak. You're everything you need to be right now. The last step to take is the grand elder, and that just comes with time, experience, and learning more lessons. I'm kind of getting close to a grand elder. Kind of, okay? But I still got to let those leaves grow on that tree to help me keep growing. Right now, they just want you to keep being the awesome person you are. That's the dragon message. Here comes God. Oh my God. You did not just get these cards. You did not just get these cards. From your Lord and Lady, if you believe in such concepts as a dual God system, even if you don't, the masculine and feminine in your God is coming to point out something to you, okay? Mama Bear is here to tell you, you have the power, you are loved, and you have to write your own damn destiny into the sands of fucking time. You have to stop being a lone wolf. Maybe it's time to call out to that real true family that you want and start to have them hear your call and come to you for a change. With that said, it's time to let out the emotions that you've been holding back in. You don't have to be a leader. You don't have to be a follower. You just have to be there. Be a part of a community. Be a part of a family. Be a part of your life. That's what that card is about. This card is all about you growing and using your energies wisely. Using your energies to start to go in and out the ebbs and flows. You need to start to be a giver and a taker. That means you have to start to take. And I know that's not in your wheelhouse right now, but it's okay for you to take back what you are giving out in return. It's okay to get back that love that you've been seeking inside of yourself. My mom was the most empowering person in my life. She never let me give up on myself. Never. I gave up on myself a lot, but she never gave up on me. And then the last and final thing your mom and dad want you to know is celebrate. Dun, 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 dun. Have a good time. Dun, 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 dun. Celebrate. Dun, 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 dun. Have a good time. Okay? I can't believe you got my mom and dad's card. So, listen to your parents today. If you have parents, please go talk to them and ask them some much needed advice you need to get from your actual parents. And listen to the gods. They are dancing right along with you and celebrating and singing along with you. Dance in the sun and the rain, my friend. Dance in the sun and the rain. That's where rainbows never end. In your heart, in your mind, in your soul. That's your reading for today, Senny. Did you have a good reading day? I dance in the ether of the gods. Today is the first day I said to myself, no more will this energy drain me, this mega energy that I'm feeling right now, because I've been experiencing for the last couple of weeks a new energy, a new psychic level has awakened in me that I already had, but now I'm ready to use it kind of a deal. And that's why you're getting the ethereal fire readings now and not just the blunt tarot guy. You know, I'm going to light your world on fire. I'm going to set your world ablaze if I have to. That's what I'm, you know. Well, that's sometimes the best question to ask is when you don't know what to ask. You know, because then you get pure, unadulterated truth. You know, I don't have any expectations of what is to come. I just tell you what the cards tell me to tell you. You have to decide if it means anything to you. So, you know, and I've always been a very descriptive guy. I wrote books, I write poetry, I wrote a bunch of stuff in my life. I'm not so much of a writer anymore, but I've done a lot of different things. People thought I was aloof and didn't have any direction. No, I was just trying to go experience as much of life as I could go experience. And if that meant experiencing this specific thing today, I did it. I was 3 months in homelessville. Wasn't exactly fun for me, but it taught me one of the most important lessons of my life. I actually came home and thanked my mom for the experience. That's how much it changed me. For the next 5 years, I donated time every weekend at homeless shelters feeding the homeless because of that experience. Once a week, I would go out and help feed the homeless. I would go, well, I'm going to feed the homeless. Okay, bye. And it would go back to the same shelter that took me in. So I'm here to volunteer. I can do some physical stuff, and whatever you need me to do. You want me to serve food? I'll serve food, whatever. I've been a safety manager. You need me to wear something over my beard? I didn't have a beard at that time, but you know what I'm saying. I had a goatee. Sometimes I have a goatee. I could always return to the goatee dude, too. Then you get this look. Do you like the fuzzy look, or do you want to see the goatee look? It's got to get a little longer first, though. At least now it looks more uniform than it did before. I was talking to my father the other day, and we were comparing our beards, and my father has fallen in love with a new woman. That would be his 5th woman that he's gone and said he's in love with now. 5th woman, you know? And he seems happy. She seems happy. And I'm happy for him. Mom has been gone for 5 years now. He has no reason to keep staying in a place where he doesn't have that. It's his time. It's his time to have that support for him, you know? And I think she's going to be, I don't know her very well yet, but she's been with my father for a while now and always had feelings for her. But because, you know, his brother lives with him, she was his wife. Now she's not married to him anymore or with him anymore, you know? Him, I felt like he will be born again on earth. My dad, yeah. My dad's definitely coming back again. Mom's not. My mother is done with this plane of existence. She's gone to a place she can't come back from. The good part of herself that stays in the ether, that stays there, but everything else went into the void. Just the pure purity of who she was. My memories are what keep her alive, so, you know. You know what I'm going to go do? I'm going to take a quick little break, guys. Yeah. Yeah, I know she won't. She was done with this life. This was her last life here, as far as a human being goes. Maybe a cat, maybe something different. No human. I knew that. I knew that it's the second, almost instantly when she died, I knew she is the second time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I hear from her too. No, thank you for that validation, though. Hey, it's good when we're dueling psychics. I am going to, however, take a short break because I got to go run to the potty room and stuff. So I'm going to go do that real quick. I'll be right back. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'll leave the pretty music on for you as soon as I reopen the pretty music. All right, guys, I'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. I'm back. Let me pause the music here. Hi Valerie, hope you're having a good day. Hopefully you're still here. Sorry I had to take a nice little break for myself there, but I did. Alright, anyway. Valerie, when you come back in, let me know. I'm going to have some breakfast until I see you say, I'm here. Or we're not going to put a timer on you because I just got back, so no need to do timers. Alright. Breakfast burrito with some cranberry and a fruit melody kind of a thingy. Like apple, cranberry, and stuff. So this is what I get to have for breakfast, everybody. Hey, just waiting for you to come back in, Valerie. That's all I was waiting for, honestly. I can eat my breakfast in just a tiny bit. It needs time to cool down anyway. So, if you're ready for your reading, I'll start the cleansing shuffle. You give me your numbers and or question. We'll get you going today, hun. So now I know you're writing or typing something out or whatever. So while you're doing that, I might actually have a bite of fucking food. That was a little too hot. Okay, let's see what you said here. What are Jay's thoughts about me recently? Because it's been hell of a good couple of weeks. Okay. Let me do your 9 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and last but not least, 9. All right, there we go. And now the 15th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and the 15th card is on top. We want to know what Jay's thoughts are about you recently, huh? Okay. Time to talk, girl. Time to talk. How he feels about you recently. First of all, he feels like you are trying to do some good things for yourself, and he sees you trying to do some good things for yourself, which he was hoping you would kind of do, because like you said, it's been a good couple of fucking weeks. Well, yeah, of course it has, because you've done the work and donated back to yourself. Of course you're going to feel good about who you are and what you've done, because you refilled the piggy bank. So he sees you as ready to be able to move forward and move on, and to be able to spend it on a future you guys would create together, if that's an option here. Because what recently he's thinking the most, and this is the most recent thinking, is he feels at home. It feels like home to him. You feel like home to him. You're everything he wants. You're everything he needs. He's just kind of growing into the idea of getting past his own anxieties, past his own fears, dropping off the last little bits of the old baggage off, because he doesn't want to go into a new relationship with all of that there. So he's trying to heal a little bit there. Okay? He's not necessarily angry with you. He's angry at himself, because there are some things that he wish he had done that he hadn't been doing or staying true to. So he's kind of returning back to what is important to him and working through all of those emotions and working through those problems. It may be an angry at myself kind of a mode, not angry at you kind of mode, you know, because, you know, what is he thinking about you? Well, there might be some slight resentment of you living that good life for 2 weeks and, you know, not having the ability to let out the things that we need to let out and talk about, you know, because every once in a while things get held in, right? The anger card usually is, I'm feeling more that he feels towards you because that was the question. It's not anger towards you. It's anger that he hasn't done certain things for you or hasn't done things yet. Mad at himself for not doing what he feels is in his heart, right? This is the card that gives me a little bit of a cause for concern and hope for you as well. Because Valerie, you have finally moved out and given yourself parole. Thank God you finally did it, because that's why you had the best couple of weeks you've ever had, because you gave yourself the freedom to go find a new path, a new journey. You had to understand that, hey, the way I was living before wasn't going to work anymore. I had to turn my life around from being one of negativity onto one of positivity. And the thing that he thinks about you the most right now is he's trying to change his world around from being one way to a new way. So he's breaking free of the old bad patterns. He's breaking free of all of that stuff. But as he begins to break free of those things, he's got to find something to heal it with. And I'm sorry, Valerie, you're not what he needs to heal. You're there to support. You're there to be at the colder shoulder to cry. And you're there to help him cry it out, laugh it out, all of that stuff. He's got to do the work, but just know that right now he is trying to move into a brave new world, living a brave new positive life. And he doesn't want to go back into the shit that he was in. So just know that. And this is my brother's card. And my brother recently found his one true love in life and couldn't believe that the person he is with is the right person for him. They want to get married someday, but things have been kind of going the way of the dodo bird because life happens, right? They want to have that marriage ceremony, but right now it's just not the right time. They want to get married, but they're not ready to do it yet. And I think it's just a stage of waiting here. It's more of a stage of getting ready. And the one thing about my brother's story that's the most powerful part of it is he changed his life around. And watching your man go from down, depressed, to dark, and all of that stuff to empowered and brilliant and beautiful, and you didn't do anything to help him get there, you just supported him along the way, that's going to mean so much to him, you're not even going to be able to understand it. But that's basically the feelings and thoughts he's having right now, Valerie. Oops. Have any more questions? And so how good of a couple of weeks has it been? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yep. I agree. Step by step, stage by stage. He doesn't want to rush it. You know? He doesn't want to do it wrong this time. He's afraid of making mistakes. He's afraid of screwing it up. Just like we all are, right? Grab the man, tell him you have nothing to worry about. I ain't going nowhere. What do you need from me? What can I do to help you? I can't fix you, but I can help support you in any way you need me to. How can I do that for you? And then when it's your turn to be picked up, he'll be there for you. Because trust me, it will be an equal admiration society time for both of you. It feels like you just got to kind of start to learn to appreciate each other and grow into one another more than anything is what I'm feeling between you two. It's more of a, let's grow into this and see how it goes. Yeah, but he's starting to believe it. You know what I'm saying? He's starting to believe it. So when you start to believe in yourself, start to believe in everything that can be possible, things are going to change for him. The thing he'll have to get used to is having everything he wants and being afraid to lose it. That's what will come next. Just remind them there's nothing to worry about. You know, like I said, it takes open, honest communication. It takes you being each other's support system. It takes you telling that person how you feel about them every day, even if that means you have to share the ickiest parts of how you feel that day. It takes time and work and energy. It doesn't happen overnight, but once you got it down, your version of the perfect relationship between you and him that you built together will be the most powerful force you've ever had in your life, Valerie. Don't give up. It's coming. Just give him some more time. And keep supporting that positive attitude, you know? I saw you doing that for yourself today. Support that. Encourage that. Whenever he does something right, celebrate it. Make it a big deal. You know? Surprise your mate with a trophy saying you've won. Give him a key to your heart. Tell him he's not going anywhere. He owns the key. Whatever you want to tell him, but, you know. And most of the tension I'm feeling between you two right now is you're more ready than he is. You know what I'm saying? You're at the stage of you're ready to be put on the table and served. He's just finishing in the kitchen, coming to the table. He's only a couple minutes behind you, but those couple of minutes, you know, are all that matter. But he needs those last 2 minutes to cook. And that's all he needs is that last 2 minutes to make sure it's just perfectly done. The flavors, the taste, everything is perfect. He's too concerned with it being perfect. You can feel that in him too. Always striving for perfection. He should strive for failure. I failed so many times I started to succeed. You know what I'm saying? That's my journey, you know? I cannot count the number of times I reinvented myself, re-empowered myself, kept telling myself I was doing good, kept telling myself I was doing better, and it took me a long time to get to this person here. But it was worth the work. And my wife, she was there during the bad times too, and she was there during it. She saw me at my worst possible moment in my life. I mean, that last suicide attempt was really truly a dinger, you know what I'm saying? But we almost didn't end up in this beautiful relationship because we almost broke apart at one point. We had to repair it. We had to understand what we were doing wrong with it and learn how to talk to one another again, really talk to one another, you know? Because after a while, you do kind of lose it. You get complacent and you don't remember. So me and my wife started doing something every day. You can use this if you want, okay? Ask your husband or person of love, what physically good thing are you doing good for yourself today? What mentally you're doing good for yourself today? And what spiritual good thing you're doing for yourself today? We always checked in on the PMS of ourselves, okay? Ha ha ha, laugh all women. But if you ask them, how are you feeling physically today? How are you doing mentally today? How are you doing in a spiritual way? Even that means feeling empowered and all of that stuff. And asking him to ask you the same in return. Then you get that communication going. I think it's just and that will help the trust bubble break a little bit, I think. That's my advice to you if you want it. And then you just get to know, how are they feeling physically today? Me and my wife, we both have really bad pain issues. So we have to check in how we're feeling that day sometimes. Now, me and my wife have a very rare connection that not a lot of people have. I can tell you how she's feeling right now. She's in pain and she wants to sleep. That's all she needs to do right now is sleep because her pain is too bad. We get paid in a week. We'll be fine. Me and my wife use that for years and years and years. We still use it to this day. We don't do it every day, but we do it, once a week or when we feel like we need to check in with one another. We don't feel things are right. That's what we do. And it's very unobtrusive, very simple. How are you feeling today physically? How are you doing mentally today? What's bothering you? What's messing with your mind? Now, is there anything you can do about it? Maybe, maybe not, but at least now you're opening those lines of communication. Right. Oh, yeah. But work is work. Like I said, how is work today and all that stuff is good today. But how are you physically doing today after work? Are you feeling good? Maybe we can go out to dinner tonight or whatever I'm feeling today. Hello, I think I stalled. Did I stall? No, I thought I saw myself stall for a second. Mm-mm. I think it's time to get out of here for today, guys. I'm gonna go get into rating somebody else today. We're gonna go rate in one of my favorite baby streamers of all time. We're gonna go check out one of my favorite people on Twitch. She's my baby streamer. Her name is Your Best Tansy, and she does tarot reading, just like me. She does it in a very different way, though, guys. So be prepared for that, and say hi to her perfect little stick figure. She has a very um, infectious attitude. She's a awesome tarot reader. Go give her some of your love. We're going to go right out to Your Best Tansy. Here we come. If you want to follow along for the ride, here's raid message number 1. Here's raid message number 2. Take whichever one you want to take. Subscribers usually can use the second one only, though. So we're going to get going today, guys. I love you very much. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh, D, I just saw you. I just saw you say something. Oh. Nope. Wrong person. We'll see you next time.
Walking through the shadows, heart heavy with pain. I'm tired of struggle, it's driving me insane. But somewhere in the distance, I see a shining light. Guide
Thank you so much, Prophet. Welcome in, everyone. I am Tansy, your virtual best friend, and your tarot card reader. I hope you have an amazing time here. Yes, welcome in, Prophet. How are you? How was your stream?